At the place where the horizon meets the sea, there is a small fishing village nestled against white stone cliffs. Every morning, when the sky still wears its veil of mist, the village awakens with sounds as gentle as a greeting. The oar touches the water softly, as if touching a dream. Footsteps whisper against the sand, and above all, the sound of waves, rolling toward the shore, then quietly retreating, rolling in, then retreating again, like the calm breath of the ocean. You are there, on the soft sand, listening. The waves whisper ancient stories, stories without a beginning, stories without an end. They only need rhythm. In, out, a rhythm as timeless as the heart of the sea, as tender as the embrace of the wind. Let your eyes close halfway, like the sky slowly closing its lids while welcoming dawn. Let your shoulders fall loose, like the boats resting on their anchors overnight. Each muscle loosens, each thought loosens, like seagulls folding their wings on white rooftops, sleeping a little longer. At the edge of the shore, an old woman tends to her fishing net left out overnight. Her wrinkled hands move slowly, unhurried, as if counting the waves. Each rope smells of salt and sun, of seaweed and wind. She says nothing, only smiles at the morning, as she has smiled at 1,000 mornings before. Here, even time has learned to walk slowly. A young man touches the side of his boat. The wood is cool. Seawater brushes against his ankles, then pulls back, leaving behind a lace of foam as delicate as embroidery. He listens. You listen too, the waves, in, out, in, out. The sea now is like a pale blue silk cloth sprinkled with the first grains of light. The light is not hot yet. It is gentle, like a hand smoothing your forehead. Faraway mountains are tinted in misty green, olive and cypress trees drawn like deep strokes on a soft pink canvas. The entire scene feels like a painting opening its eyes, quietly, without a sound. Near you, sand flows between your fingers. You close your hand and open it, feeling the tiny grains slip away like time passing through the morning. Yet strangely, within the rhythm of waves, you do not fear time slipping. For whenever a wave leaves, another wave returns, carrying with it a gentle promise, I am still here. Try listening more deeply. Beneath the sound of waves is the sound of wind. Beneath the wind, the sound of dew rolling across blue-tiled roofs, soft as the steps of a dream. Beneath all those sounds is silence, vast and tender, a space where your heart can set down what it carries. A child runs along the shore, leaving behind a dotted trail of footprints, soon erased by the tide. He looks back and laughs softly, as if he just witnessed the sea perform a magic trick. You smile too. Here, life seems simple. Smile, then listen to waves. Rest, then listen again. With each slow breath, you feel yourself loosening further, shoulders falling lower, jaw unclenching, forehead smoothing like water without wind, thoughts drifting away like a small boat leaving the harbor, while you remain on the shore, only waving, not holding on. Whatever needs to go, let it go. Whatever needs to stay, let it stay. The mist thins, the sky shifts from pale pink to gentle gold, as though someone had lit a candle behind a curtain. A single bell from the chapel on the hill rings out, clear and distant. The bell does not urge, it simply marks the moment, reminding you that it is morning. You hear the rustle of a sail. A boat is preparing, but not yet leaving. Even those who wish to travel far must pause a moment to feel their presence. You too, pausing within yourself, needing to do nothing, only to breathe, in, out, like the waves. Against a wall painted white, a pot of scarlet geraniums blooms. The red is not harsh, but like a warm note in a song of blue. A striped cat curls beside it, ears twitching as the wind turns, a quiet page of the village. You realize, silence has many shades. There is silence of waiting, and silence of peace. This morning is the second kind. Place your hand on your chest. Feel your heartbeat, slower now. Each beat like a small wave, knocking gently on the shore within you. There is no rush, nothing to chase. The sea is still here. The village is still here. You are still here. At the stone pier, the scent of salt, damp ropes, and old wood mingle together like the smell of memory. Perhaps you've been somewhere like this before, or maybe only in a dream, yet the feeling is familiar, as if the sea has remembered you all along. And now, the sea is simply saying, welcome home. Close your eyes completely for a moment. The darkness beneath your eyelids is not heavy. It is gentle and warm, like the inside of a seashell. You hear the waves more clearly now. In, out, a soft curve, then in, out, again, each cycle the same, and in their sameness, you find comfort. The world may change, but the rhythm of the waves does not. Someone pulls an anchor. The sound of metal scraping against wood is thin, spreading across the water, then fading into the breeze. You open your eyes slightly. The sun has risen another finger's width above the horizon. Light touches the blue shutters, making them shine like children's eyes. The fishing village, with its narrow cobbled alleys and whitewashed steps, is like a gentle labyrinth, where every path leads back to the sea. A small cafe opens early, placing a few wooden chairs facing the bay. The faint aroma of fresh coffee drifts in the breeze, just enough to remind you of warmth among people. Yet even the steam from the cup learns to move slowly, traveling with the wind, unhurried to vanish, so you may notice its presence. Breathe in, deeply. Cool morning air flows into your chest. Exhale long and soft, like a wave brushing the shore. Your body memorizes this rhythm. Your heart memorizes it. Your mind memorizes it. Next time you need peace, you will only need to close your eyes and hear the waves within. A young woman passes by, carrying a bundle of wildflowers. Their soft purple looks like a piece of cloud resting in her arms. She sets them on a doorstep, closes the door gently, the sound no louder than a page turning, nothing dramatic, and it is this very absence of drama that makes the morning steady. On the southern cliff, the early light awakens the sage bushes. Their fragrance mixes with the breeze, earthy yet sweet. The wind slips through your hair, like an invisible hand. You need say nothing. A small smile is enough, a smile like a paper boat set afloat on a still pond. As the next wave draws a thin ribbon of foam across the sand, you realize something. The sea never repeats itself exactly, but it always stays true to what it is. Each wave is the same, then different, then the same again. Just like your breath, every inhale, every exhale, always new, always familiar. Try counting along with the waves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Each number a deeper release. Arms soft, hands warm, back relaxed, stomach light. Face serene like the bay when the wind sleeps. Whisper to yourself, I am safe, I am at peace. A small boat leaves the harbor, gliding so slowly it seems afraid to wake the morning. The water behind its stern stitches itself back instantly, leaving only a silver thread that soon disappears. The bow points toward the pale horizon, where the sun is still learning how to shine. You watch, not to follow, but to know that gentle journeys still exist. Far away, a few seagulls swoop low, their shadows brushing the sea like white commas. Their cries fall sharp and clean into the air, like grains of salt. Then silence again, silence for the waves to continue their song. The sea has many friends, but when needed, each one yields the voice back to the waves. If you wish, place your hand on your belly and feel it rise as you inhale, fall as you exhale. Breath is the rope tying you to this shore. With every exhale, you lay down a little tension onto the sand. With every inhale, you gather a little tenderness from the sea to carry with you. By now, The light is strong enough to reveal silver fish flickering in the shallows. They glisten, then vanish, like fleeting thoughts in your mind. No need to chase them, simply watch them pass, just as you let small worries drift away, not by force, but by permission. A softer breeze moves through. Little flags on the boats tremble gently. Time still flows, but it has changed its shape. It is no longer a rushing river. It is a quiet stream winding through a sunlit garden, where trees do not hurry, birds do not crowd, and everything is slow enough for love to notice. If the morning had a heart, it would beat like this. Slow, steady, gentle, deep. You stand very close to that heart. Perhaps you hear it inside yourself. Each beat is a reminder. Here now, peace. As the sun climbs higher, mist dissolves like salt in water. The sky grows clear, the sea brightens, but the waves remain the same. In, out, in, out. A song with no need for climax, no need for change. Here, repetition is a blessing. Here you are allowed to repeat love for yourself this time, and the next again. Before leaving the sand to enter the day, you stoop and pick up a round pebble. It is cool, like the last drop of dew. You hold it in your palm, then set it back on the beach, as if placing a small prayer for peace. The sea accepts, with a wave that stretches just far enough to touch your fingertips. And so you sit, resting your back against a warm rock. Stay a little longer, only to listen. No need to think of when to go. No need to think of what to do. Only listen, only breathe, only be here, with the waves. The sun begins to rise higher, spilling soft pink and golden light across the Aegean Sea. Each wave reflects a glimmer of that light, shimmering like thousands of tiny pearls scattered upon the water. The morning has deepened, but its pace remains unhurried, as though the entire world has agreed to move in rhythm with the ocean. You watch the waves approach the shore. They curl, they whisper, they fall, then they retreat, only to return again, again, and again. This is their song, a song of constancy, a song that has been sung for millions of years, and will be sung long after we are gone. Listen closely. Wave approaches, wave withdraws, in, out, in, out. Every sound is a message, though it does not need words. It says, rest, you are safe, you are carried, and the more you listen, the more you feel as if your own breath is being guided by the tide itself. The ocean breathes for you. You only need to surrender. The village now grows quieter. Fishermen who have gone out to sea are far away, and their voices are lost in the wide expanse. The shore is left to you, the waves, the breeze. Seagulls call faintly, then disappear into the light, and you remain, lying on the sand, half awake, half dreaming. The sound of waves is like a lullaby sung by something vast, ancient, and endlessly patient. You do not need to think, you do not need to solve, you do not need to hold anything together. The ocean holds it for you. The water creeps toward your feet, brushing your toes with a cool touch. Then it withdraws, leaving behind a thin trace of foam, which soon melts into the sand. A momentary gift, like every moment of life, appearing, dissolving, and being replaced by another. Always another. Overhead, clouds drift like wandering sails. They move without hurry, just as the waves move without hurry. The sky, the sea, the shore, everything exists in the same patient tempo, and your body learns this tempo too. Your shoulders loosen, your breath lengthens, your mind Imagine the waves speaking to you now. Each one carries a whisper, though it has no voice. Perhaps it says, you are enough, you are cared for. You may rest now. Again, another wave repeats the same message, though in a slightly different tone. It does not matter if you miss one. The message always comes back. Like the tide, reassurance always returns. At the water's edge, shells glisten in the morning light. Some are whole, some are broken, yet even the broken ones shine. The sea has polished them all the same, and in that you are reminded, even with cracks, even with scars, you can still be beautiful, still be cherished, still be smoothed by the gentle touch of time. The longer you listen, the more you feel as if you are not separate from the ocean at all. The waves move, and your heart moves with them. The breeze passes, and your breath follows. The sunlight glimmers, and something within you glimmers too. Time loses its sharpness here. It softens, like sand under the tide. Minutes do not matter, hours do not matter. Only this rhythm, in, out, the eternal lull of the sea. You sink deeper into stillness. Your body grows heavier, but your thoughts grow lighter. The waves carry them away, one by one, dissolving them in the salt and foam. What remains is only quiet. What remains is only peace. A small boat begins to leave the harbor. The oars dip gently, the sail swells with the morning breeze. Slowly the boat slips free from the arms of the shore and drifts toward the open sea. You sit on the boat, or perhaps only imagine yourself there. Beneath the wooden hull, the waves lap steadily. Each swell lifts the boat a little, then lowers it softly, as though the ocean itself were rocking a cradle. Rocking, very slowly. The fishing village behind you grows smaller, just a few white and blue dots against the cliffs. The voices, the rooftops, the distant bells, they fade away. Before you now stretches only a wide expanse of shimmering blue, reaching all the way to the horizon. The wind sighs through the sailcloth, filling it with a soft, steady murmur. That sound blends with the rhythm of the waves, with the rhythm of your heartbeat, becoming a song without words. You feel carried. There is no need to row hard, no need to strive. The boat knows how to move. The waves know how to guide. The wind knows how to lead the way. All you need to do is sit quietly and listen. A seagull glides low, skimming across the water. Its wings trace a white curve, then vanish into the vast sky. You watch it, but you do not need to hold on. The sea always has something new to offer you. The boat drifts farther. The water deepens in color, shifting to a richer blue. Beneath the surface, strands of seaweed sway gracefully. Small silverfish dart in and out of sight, flashing, disappearing, flashing again. All of it moves as gently as passing thoughts. They come, they go, no need to chase them. Your eyes half close, feeling the rhythm beneath your feet. The hull quivers softly, steadily, again and again, like a lullaby. If someone saw you now, they might think you were sleeping. But really, you are drifting between two shores, the shore of waking and the shore of dreams. Out here in the middle of the sea, boundaries blur, only stillness remains. A young fisherman sits by the side of the boat, lowering his net. His movements are slow, unhurried, as if time no longer matters. Each coil of net unfurls, falling lightly into the water. The waves embrace the net, embrace the boat, embrace you. You hear the sound of the waves, the sound of the wind, the sound of the net, but they are not separate. They weave together into a larger whisper. Let me carry you. You lean back, gazing at the sky. The clouds still drift above. The sun climbs higher, casting golden light across the waves. Each crest glimmers like a tiny mirror, reflecting the heavens, reflecting you. And you realize you are part of this picture. Not outside it, but within it. Within the breath of the sea. Within the breath of yourself. The boat glides farther still. Land is only a faint shadow behind you now. Around you, only water, wind, and light. Yet you do not feel alone, for the voice of the waves is always with you. Rolling, retreating, never stopping, never leaving you behind. Your thoughts drift with the waves, wandering far, then returning. Just like the tide, your mind is allowed to go, allowed to come back, without force. You find yourself sinking deeper into this peace. The waves have become a cradle, the wind has become a song, the sunlight has become a blanket. The entire ocean is lulling you, and you exhale slowly, gently, like a wave dissolving on the shore, like a dream beginning to unfold. The boat continues forward, the waves continue to carry, and you drift further into the ocean, further into dreams. The Aegean sky opens wide, dressed in countless stars. Above all of them, the full moon rises slowly, its silver face serene, its light spilling gently over the sea. The ocean mirrors the sky, wave after wave, catching the glow of the moon. The surface shimmers as though someone had scattered 1,000 fragments of glass across the water, glass that does not cut, but soothes, glimmering softly in the darkness. The boat drifts quietly now. Oars rest, sails loosen. The sea itself carries you, steady and calm. You lie back, watching the night unfold. Above you, stars blink patiently, like eyes watching over your dreams. The Milky Way stretches like a silver road across the heavens. You do not need to travel it. You only need to gaze, to let its vastness remind you that you are safe within something far greater. The waves are quieter at night, but no less constant. They rise, they fall, they whisper, they sigh, in, out, in, out. Pause 3 seconds. It is as if the moon itself breathes through the ocean. Each shimmer on the surface is a wordless lullaby. Rest, surrender, sleep. The boat rocks gently. It is no longer a vessel for travel, but a cradle set upon the water. The sea has become your bed, the night has become your blanket, and the moon has become your lamp, glowing softly above. You close your eyes for a moment. The darkness beneath your eyelids is not empty, it is filled with starlight. You hear the waves even more clearly now. Their rhythm wraps around you, like arms holding you close, like a parent singing to a child. The ocean hums without words, and you realize you do not need words either. Somewhere in the distance, a dolphin leaps, its body catching the moonlight before slipping back into the sea. You hear the faint splash, and then silence again. Silence, except for the constant voice of the waves. Even the creatures of the deep rest tonight. The sea is wide enough to hold every dream, gentle enough to protect every sleeper. You breathe in slowly, Cool night air fills your chest. You breathe out slowly. Peace flows out with your breath. The boat drifts farther from the shore, yet you feel no fear. The night sea is vast, but it is kind. Its surface gleams with silver light. Its depths hold you like a friend. You are not lost. You are carried. In the stillness, you begin to forget the boundaries of your body. You are not separate from the waves. You are not separate from the sky. You are part of the same quiet, infinite whole. The stars turn slowly overhead, as they always have, as they always will. The moon glides across its path, silent, patient, and you drift with it. Time dissolves into softness. Minutes feel like ripples, hours feel like tides. All that matters is this: you are here, you are safe, you are resting. The waves continue their lullaby, rolling in, rolling out, rolling in, rolling out, each one wrapping you tighter in its embrace, until your thoughts grow slower, heavier, gentler. Perhaps you are already asleep, perhaps you are still listening. It does not matter. The sea sings on, whether you hear it or dream it. The moon still shines, the waves still whisper, and you drift deeper into their timeless song. The fishing village glows faintly on the horizon now. Small white houses with blue shutters rest upon the cliffs, their windows lit with golden lamps. From a distance, the light is not sharp, but warm, as though the village itself were breathing softly in its sleep. The sea, however, does not sleep. It continues its eternal rhythm, rolling toward the shore, then retreating, rolling, retreating. The same lullaby it has sung since the beginning of time. You lie within that lullaby, as if tucked inside a story that the waves tell only to you. The night deepens, but you feel no heaviness, only calm. The longer you listen, the softer you become, like sand being smoothed by the tide. Imagine yourself now, resting in a small room by the shore. The window is open, moonlight drifts in, curtains sway gently in the breeze, and always, always the waves are there, whispering through the night. They say, "Let go, close your eyes, enter the dream." The walls of the room hold the scent of salt and wood. Somewhere outside, a fisherman returns late, his footsteps slow on the stone path. A dog barks once, then falls silent. The village is quiet again. All that remains is the sea. All that remains is the waves. Their voice is steady, their patience endless. As you listen, you begin to drift. Thoughts blur, edges soften. You are no longer certain if you are awake, or if you have already stepped into a dream. Perhaps the waves themselves are dreams, washing into you, washing out again, leaving traces of stories upon your mind. You see images, like shells scattered across the sand. A fisherman smiling as the dawn breaks. A child laughing as waves erase his footprints. A cat curled on a doorstep, purring in the night. Each image lingers for a moment, then is carried away, just like foam dissolving into the sea. The waves give you these dreams. They carry them across the water, deliver them softly into your sleep. You do not need to choose which dreams to keep. The ocean will bring new ones, again and again, all night long. The lamps in the village flicker lower. Some windows darken. Families sink into rest. Yet the waves continue their vigil. They keep watch so that you may surrender. They guard your sleep as faithfully as the cliffs guard the shore. You breathe in slowly. The air is cool, touched with salt. You breathe out slowly. Peace flows from you, like water returning to the sea. Each breath grows longer, deeper, quieter, until the breath itself seems to vanish into the rhythm of the waves. Outside, the moon glides higher, pouring silver across rooftops, across the water, across your dreams. It shines not to wake you, but to protect you, to remind you that the night is gentle, that rest is safe. Every ripple in the sea, every shimmer of moonlight says the same. You may sleep, you are safe, you are loved. The waves carry dreams now. They carry yours. They carry the dreams of the village, of the fishermen, of the children, of the stars themselves. And in their carrying, they weave all those dreams together, until you are no longer alone in your rest. You are part of the ocean's dream, and the ocean dreams of peace. The waves still roll, the village still sleeps, and you drift further into dreams carried by the sea. The night has grown deep. The village is asleep. The lamps have dimmed. Only the sea remains awake. The waves continue their endless journey, rising and falling, rising and falling. They do not ask for attention. They do not demand to be heard. And yet, they are always there, steady, patient, eternal. You are wrapped in their rhythm. You are held in their embrace. Each wave that comes whispers to you. Stay. Each wave that goes whispers to you. Rest in, out, in, out. The same again and again. The lullaby of forever. Perhaps you are still listening. Perhaps you are already asleep. It does not matter. The sea does not stop singing just because your eyes have closed. Its voice continues, carrying you farther, deeper, softer. And if you wake again, the song will still be there, always there. You might wonder, is this the end of the story? Or is this only the beginning of another dream? The truth is gentle, there is no end. The waves have no ending. The sea has no ending. Sleep has no ending, only flowing into another tide, another morning, another light. The moon glides across the last part of the sky, silver soft upon the water. Soon it will sink, and the sun will rise. But for now, this moment belongs to the night, to the sea, to your rest. You breathe in once more, slow and deep. You breathe out once more, long and quiet, and the ocean breathes with you. The story dissolves like foam. The words fade into silence. Only the waves remain, and they will keep repeating long after the telling has stopped. Rolling in, rolling out, rolling in, rolling out. So gently, so endlessly, until you cannot tell whether you are listening or only dreaming. Do you hear the ending? Or have you already drifted away? Perhaps the question itself does not matter, because whether awake or asleep, the waves are always here, always singing, always carrying you, always safe.